Morning. Good. Right. I thought of um, giving you a follow-up lesson on the workshop we had about the Nadi Shodhana, yeah, the alternate nostril breathing. And that's me. Yeah. Why delay if we can do it right away? Yeah. So we're going to have the practical application for today's practice. Okay. Now, my voice is bouncing. Okay, so when you practice Nadi Shodhana, you just don't do it right away. So there are like a few preparatory techniques. Most of them are like just moving the body, opening the spine, and balancing the right and the left channel. All right. For today, we'll be doing something which is really very general, and everyone can do this. And the position is called the Garbhasana, or the embryo position. Although in the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, the Garbhasana is an advanced technique where you're doing a Padmasana and you're binding your limbs. Yeah, but I will give you the modification. Yeah, and this prepares you for the practice of the Nadi Shodhana. Okay, so always we start with centering the body and the breath. You may rest your hands in the Dhyana Mudra like this, and then breathe. And just acknowledge your breath as it is. Don't change it. Yeah? Just observe. Yeah, you might be feeling blockages. Yeah, clogging the nasal cavity. Just breathe as it is. Um, if you feel heaviness in the shoulders, in the neck, feel free to move. Yeah, a posture is not static. Yeah, but the brain, the mind remains focused on the focal point, which is the breath. All right, and we start to expand the breath. You allow the breath to open the lungs even more. Inhaling and retain 1 or 2 seconds at the top. Exhale, relax. All right, and then start to rub the tongue around the mouth, tracing the gaps between the lips and the gums, the cheeks. Beautiful. All right, and then just circle the body around, moving side to side there. All right, arms lift high, inhaling. Closing the elbows as you fold your arms. And then closing your fists too. Breathing in, stretch them again. You may look up, exhale, soften and relax them. Your head may follow. Breathing in, travel the breath from the tail to the fingertips. And then from your fingertips down to your toes. 2 more times. Breathing in, ascend. You can lightly sway the top. Good. Exhale. Next time, we'll just retain for like 4 seconds. It's very doable. Inhaling. And then stay for 3, 2, 1. And exhale the breath out. Well done. All right, just rub the shoulders. Yeah, roll them around and then rub them and forward circling. Okay, now we uncross the legs. Yeah, simple as that. Yeah, as you uncross the legs, just give them some light shaking in front of you. By the way, this practice is best done with cushion, such as folded blankets, um, since we want to relax the joints. Okay, now pointing and flexing, and then create the gaps between your toes. Yeah, more aware. Okay, and then give them some light shaking, wiggling. All right, now leaning to one side and then lift the opposite leg. Yeah, and just kicking them, releasing the joints and change. If your hands would like to do some stretching, do that too. Yeah, so it's about balancing the right and the left channel of the body and just moving them. Yeah. Okay. Now from there, moving the hips. Yeah, and then here, can we bend the knees now and let them fall hip to hip? And then if you feel like heaviness, clogging the shoulders, do some light shaking. So that's our primal nature. Yeah. Well, like we regain those mobilities back when they become tight. Yeah. Time, yeah, age, tension, yeah, stresses, they all tend to make our joints a bit tight and rusty. All right. And just you're moving like this, easy. You can rub your legs, yeah, and the thighs, the inner thighs, yeah, and then around the knee joints. Our hands are very healing. Yeah, and then just transfer the warmth and the heat, and then tracing the shin bone there if you can. Yeah, extend all the way down. Yeah, bend your knees if you need to adapt. If you're lacking the flexibility, right, you can hold this for 1 or 2 breaths as you move your hips side to side. Draw the thighs back. Good. And then up, bending your knees and rubbing the calves and then the shin. And then tracing the gap or the indentation, the lines, the bones of the knee. And then the inside of the knee, yeah, just a little bit up. You're going to feel this tender muscle there. Yeah, like the eye of the knee. I call this eye of the thigh. Yeah. All right. And then the hamstrings. Yeah, and the quadriceps, you may use the base of the hands to loosen them, massage them. Why do we do this? All right, so keep going. Yeah, so the nerve actually starts from the big toe, and it goes inside between the second and the third, or the big toe and the second toe, and it coils around like bacon, wrapping around. So by doing this, we awaken and regulate those nerve channels too. All right, rubbing. Okay, and then shift to one side. You can lightly tap there, and then rub the buttock because it goes in and it coils into those lines of your sacrum. The sequence is also good for like releasing the hips, tension in the low back, and then finding side to side too. All right. Okay. All right. Lifting. So you can even make up your own actually. Yeah, so this like as a conceptual structure. Yeah, the aim is to move the joints, free stagnation, and release them. All right. Good. And then we lie down. And roll on your spine. Well done. All right. Hugging the knees. And then releasing them. You may breathe this one already. Inhale as you hug them. Exhale to loosen them. You may shift to one side so you can open that side. Exhaling and then changing. You're doing the half tuck already. And down. One more per side. Feels good this one. Especially if you had a long day. If your task and the job involves lots of like sitting, walking, customer service, computer work. Okay, now shift to the front so you can face the camera. And then that leg up, all right, and then placing your hand, the opposite hand inside the hip. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll the thigh bone inward as the knee circles upwards. All right, so the arms wrap in, and then the thighs move towards the chest, and then you open. And what happens to that free arm? You can extend that free arm up over the head, or you can open wide. All right, you can even use the hands to draw and then pull the muscles of your hips or the thigh away from the butt region. All right, keep going. All right, so in effect, what we're doing is actually, releasing the muscular tension, which clogs the femur bone, the thigh bone, away from the bones of the hips. And then by rubbing, so this is your thigh bone, you turn, and then you massage the muscular tension there. Keep going. And that includes what the sciatic nerve there, and the other tension building, body parts. All right, you can even move the shin bone inward. Okay, we can use the thumb to turn the calf inward, and then using the other fingers, to move your shin bone inward too. You may feel like popping joints there. They are reorganizing and realigning. Yeah. All right, and then you can tap like this. All right, so this is already the lesson. All right, now bring your head with you. It's important. The head folds with you. You may use the hand, and then let the shoulder roll over too. Feel that? Good. You may just rest your head on that cushion. I'll be using my forearms so it doesn't distract the sound system. And then here, right away, can you feel? Yeah, like that's hemisphere. Yeah, the right side of the brain. Yeah, if you're facing this direction, is relaxing. And then right away, you notice that the right nostril or that nostril becomes so open. You can feel the breath pierce the side of your lungs and inside your belly, like the breath passes through the gaps of the shoulders behind and the ribs behind. And you're staying about 5 breaths here and just stay. Right. So like you're coiling inside the body. Turn in so the breath can pierce that nadi. And then now you're not even doing the nadi shodhana yet, but feels similar already. Remain. Now relax the eyes. Yeah. You may rub the tongue around inside the mouth there. And as you rub the tongue, especially from the cheek, and to the back of the cheek, from the bottom of the lips and the gums, it's tracing, then up, and then breathe. You can feel that part of you open from the hip. And exhale. And then you swallow. Okay. And then back to the center. Right. And then just fanning the legs side to side like this. You don't want to be changing right away. So after one set, decompress, reorganize, and then flow. Okay, hugging the knees again and circle them round. Inhaling to the chest. Exhale away from your hips. Maybe 3 to that direction. And reversing the direction. You can even reverse the breath pattern. Inhale as you move them away. Exhale to hug them close. If you need to lift the head, periodically do that. Right. And then one side again, maybe rub the side 3 times. And then changing, rubbing the other side too. Feel that? You're stretching already. Compression. One of the reasons why we feel short and tight and rigid. And then that becomes nature, where in fact it's not. Our primal nature is freedom. Freedom in the joints, freedom in the physical body. And that transcends all the way to the freedom of the mind, the clarity of the brain. And breathe, Alrighty. Right? All right. And then move to the other side. I will just be changing my angle so you can keep seeing, watching. All right. Lifting that leg up. All right. So like you're a pet dog, yeah? They always stretch. They always open like that. Because that's the nature of the hips. We just tend to lose the openness of our physical and energetic anatomy through time. Or you can open and then pendulum and then swing that leg in and out like this, and then coil in, similar. One side is actually tighter. Right. So use the hand. You can go as deep as you can. And then one more thing, this flow is best done skin to skin. So if you're wearing a yoga pant, for example, I would suggest, since you're practicing at home, try to wear something which you can create, skin to skin contact. So you can use the grip. You can even coil in and out like that. All right, you can turn, and then the calves, and then the shin bone in, in. Yeah. And this also relates to the lessons I've given about how the energy coils in spiraling action inside the body, because from the shin it coils in. Yeah. Yeah. All right. And then from the outer thighs, you may roll in, all right, and then forward and around. And then you can do reverse too, like that. All right. And rubbing. So think about your turning knobs inside your hip. In, out, in, out. And in between those tiny gaps, that's where the primal energy is actually hiding. Yeah, your deep spiritual fire. All right, and then in, you can rub in and out like this. Yeah, if you feel the need to move the shoulders to do that, open and then fan. You can even do this already. Notice how the hips are very loose now. Because when we practice Nadi Shodhana, one of the challenges is crossing the legs, yeah? Or any type of pranayama. And then we lose it. We lose the inspiration because our joints distract us. Alrighty. And happy. And then just fanning again side to side. All right. You can place your forearm or your arm under the head and then feeling that shoulder, feeling the hip. That's why it's best practice over a smooth cushion. Yeah, like you want to rub your body there, and at the same time, you massage the many nerve endings. All right, and then fold to that side. All right, bring that hip with you, bring that shoulder with you, and bring your head with you. Yeah, like this. Good. And breathe. Stay. And observe that nostril. We all have differences, and you don't have to go far. Watch your breath, and that says a lot about your current state of body, mind, and even the heart and the spirit. In your nature too, it plays a vital role. My right side is, tighter. Yeah. How about you? So, mostly, we can't do much about our nature anymore. Just have to be aware of them, so we can, practice the discernment, not just in the physical level, but when we live our lives in general. Good. Alrighty, and then come back. Alright, like that. Okay. Alright. Alrighty. Now, just lie down flat with your knees bent and the head flat and observe right and left nostril. Alright. Now, while lying down, we try blocking one nostril using the thumb of the opposite hand. Inhale. Change. Exhale. Inhale that side. Change. Exhale. Inhale that side. Change. Exhale. One more per nostril. Inhale that side. Change. Exhale. Inhalation. Exhalation. All right. What's your realization? Okay. Now, for example, that nostril is tighter. So what you do, is to roll over your more open side, knees hug, and turn the head. And then you hold this. You're going to feel like dripping there. Like sensations, heaviness. It might be physical. It might be some blockages clogging your nasal cavity. Or it could be something which is not elemental. Something which is energetic. It might be heaviness. It may be trapped air. And it may be just your brain decompressing. You might be overworking that side of you. And relax. You're going to feel that draining, like dripping sensation. You're lucky if your nostrils are pretty balanced, but definitely there are differences there. Alrighty. But of course, transfer to the other side. But for this open side, you don't have to do as long. Turn the head, turn the forehead. It's important, turning the forehead. Like you're lying on a massage table, And this also relaxes the occipital part of the brain, which is associated with our eyes, the sense of sight. Okay. And then from there, rise to sitting. Right. And as soon as you sit, you're going to feel this dripping sensation from the brain down and the nostrils open. Good. However, let's reinforce it. Let's practice Kapalbhati. All right. So in the downward facing dog, or you can just kneel, right? Lift the hips and then fold the head. All right. Nourish the breath. Release the breath out. One more preparatory breath in. And draining breath out. All right. Just one round. Inhaling. Five, four, three, two, one. All right, inhale, make your hips light. And exhale, release the hips down. All right, rubbing the tongue, swaying here.
Marching the legs, drop to your knees, and fold your hips back, and you may rub the hips forward. And you can feel, like the nasal cavity is even more open. For example, you still feel the blockages. I still feel some substance or clogging of my right nostril. Let's do another round. No, inhaling. Five, four, three, two, and one. All right, inhale, hip slide. And exhale, hips down. Okay, kneeling again. Good. You can rub your knees there. Yeah. Good. And let the body fold in the middle. And let the head touch the ground. Yeah, if you need that support, you can place maybe a couch pillow under your head, or you can use your forearms. And breathe. Rubbing tongue, swallowing, and moving the hips. Well done. All right, and up to your sitting. Beautiful. Good. And crossing your legs. Try to cross your less active leg. Good. And let's try maybe a minute or two, and then you can just continue after the session. Right thumb, right nostril. Exhale, left side first. Inhale, left side. Just 1 second there. Change. Exhale, right side. And a mild pause. Inhale, right side. 1 second. Exhale, left side. Pause. Inhale, left side. Stay. Exhale, right side. Stop. Inhale, right side. Stay. Exhale, left side. And I want you to feel your rhythm now. Breathing your full potential. Don't rush it. Involving the optic muscles. As you inspire the breath in that side, try to roll your internal eyes to the opposite hemisphere of the brain, like you're looking to that side of the brain. And exhale, that hemisphere relaxes together with the breath exiting. Inhaling, crisscrossing from that nostril to the opposite brain. Exhale, the brain relaxes, right? And really, the eyes can go and travel to many places inside, internally. And observe as you do this, Even our eyes, The eye imbalances, the eye differences too. Keep going. And then
finish that side, eh? Exhale, other side. Now we're gonna do it together. Now inhale, but this time lift your internal eyes between the eyebrows, like you're looking there. Exhale, other nostril. Inhale, same nostril. Intersect the eyes between your eyebrows. Exhale. You may apply that lesson. You may rub your finger there. You can use your finger to lift your optic muscles up and change. One more per nostril. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhale. And lastly, the right nostril. Exhale through the left. Good. And free your hands. And open the wings of your nose. And rubbing the tongue again. Good. Lightly just move the body. Arms or eyes. Inhale, looking up. Yeah, folding elbows. Exhale, close the fist. Yeah, 2 more times. Breathing in all the way up. And exhale down. Yeah, nourish the breath. Inhale. Good. And rest the hands. Quiet the brain again. And then 3 times we just say it. We just chant it quietly but full and rich. The Om. Blessings to us all. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time. Namaste. Take care. You did well.